Hey guys, it's me Nabil. I hope everyone is doing okay. If you think I sound terrible, that's because I do. I actually do sound terrible as I'm just recovering from a bad flu. Not COVID, but a bad flu. So that's why you haven't seen my face over the past few days, and maybe you should consider yourself lucky. So I wanted to do this video, even though I sound crappy, about something that popped up over the past few days, and that is the ultimate history of the King of Fighters. And no, I'm not talking about the awesome documentary series that I started and I uploaded the first episode, and it's shame on you if you haven't watched it yet. There's a card that's gonna pop up here any second now. Please click on it, save that video, watch it later after you finish this one. So no, I'm talking about the book, The Ultimate History of KOF, that is from Bitmapbooks. Now, if you don't know who Bitmapbooks are, these guys have done some fantastic jobs before with history books of gaming as well as visual art books. They're the same ones, by the way, who did the awesome visual history of the Neo Geo as well as the history of Metal Slug. Both of these books, I have them, I reviewed them, and they are excellent. And now they announced, kind of out of the blue really, that they're working on a King of Fighters book. Now, what's in the book? What is it about? Is it worth it? How much is it gonna cost? And where can you get one? This is all questions that I'm going to answer. But before I do that, a gentle reminder to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. So Bitmapbooks, they actually had their own webpage for this thing. It's kofbook.com, and in it we have a description, price, release date, and tons of screenshots that we're going to see here in a second. So let's just first admire the beauty of the cover for the thing, The King of Fighters, The Ultimate History, and let's read the description for this book, which comes in two versions. We'll start with the first version, then we'll talk about the second one. So the first version, the description says, Bitmapbooks is incredibly proud to present The King of Fighters, The Ultimate History. Put simply, KOF is one of the most important fighting game series of all time, and today in 2022 it is considered versus fighting royalty. But despite this legacy, the history of this long-running and much beloved gaming series has never been comprehensively told, leaving the story of how it came to be and the cultural phenomenon it became largely shrouded in mystery. Here in the first officially licensed and fully endorsed book of its type, that story is revealed in its entirety. With the help of SNK itself, which has granted unprecedented access to its immense archives of illustrations and artwork, as well as the key members of the original development team who have spoken in unparalleled detail about how they created the series. This official history delivers a comprehensive visual and written history of KOF. The book celebrates iconic characters in the KOF roster such as Kyo Kusanagi and Iori Yagami, as well as hearing from the voice actors who brought them to life. It uncovers never-before-seen details about the mysterious origins of the King of Fighters and delves into the sumptuous pixel art and rich story narratives the series is known for. With its wealth of imagery and information, this is the ultimate KOF history. This absolutely is the ultimate KOF history, as well as the documentary I'm working on. Please watch it. But this thing looks awesome. This looks awesome. Just first of all, this costs 34 or 35 pounds, which is around $50. Its pre-orders are gonna open on May 9th, and it will start shipping on May 23rd. Now let's just take a look here at some of the pictures they have of this book and how beautiful this thing is. Well, just look at that beautiful pixel art, beautiful details, and artworks that we haven't seen before, or some that actually we've seen, and that this is the first time that they've been released in with English commentary, and of course the history, which actually talks about the entire history of the franchise. There are also some cool things. They're gonna start from the era of Fatal Fury, which makes sense. Again, same thing I did when I worked on my documentary, which you should watch. And they also interviewed, which is really cool. They interviewed some people from the original team. So interviews include Masaki Kukino, Masanori Kawasashi, Toyohisa Tanabe, Shinichi Shimizu, Hideki Yasanaka, and Eisuke Ogura. Now, two of these at least, Masanori Kawasashi and Toyohisa Tanabe, are actually were involved in the making of the first game, the King of Fighters 94. And this is huge because these guys, you can't find them anywhere. I found issues even finding pictures for them. Hopefully they included pictures of the guys, but you can't. They didn't talk a lot back then. At least not. There's no translation for if they did. And this is great. This is, by the way, this is a 544 pages. This is a massive book. And yeah, so we have interviews with these guys. They also touch up on the lore, which is, I'm really happy to see that. They actually have a translation. I'm not sure where they get the information for the lore, because, you know, the lore of the King of Fighters is so detailed, but it's kind of, you know, like, as you know, and this is something that I found when I worked on the official King of Fighters 15 story so far, which I retold the entire lore of the series, is that the lore bits are all over the place, and you kind of have to put things together and check with the SNK, make sure it's correct. So I'm pretty sure they did that also, which is great to have another source of the awesomeness of the KOF lore. So they have interview as well with you know, with the voice actors. This is just an amazing book. You definitely, if you are an SNK fan, not just a KOF fan, if you're just an SNK fan, you definitely should check this book out. Now it comes to two versions, as I said. The first one is this one, standard, hardcover, beautiful, awesome looking. But if you are lucky and you have a little bit more money, you can get the All-Star Edition. So what's the All-Star Edition? Well, the All-Star Edition, actually, it's priced at £55, so around $65 to $70. And this collector's edition, as they said, includes not only the book, but also a heavy board slipcase to house it. The slipcase includes a series of touch panels on its fascia, which, when pressed, plays the game sound effects for each fighter. This is really cool. Check this out, guys. Isn't that awesome? This is really cool. Now, I do wonder myself if the battery is interchangeable, because the battery is gonna die eventually. So might check on that one. Also included with each All-Star Edition is a set of 5 A4 art prints from various KOF games. The art prints are housed within a white envelope, complete with an imitation wax seal embossed with an R, with something fans will remember. Of course, this is the invitation, guys, the invitation for the King of Fighters, which is beautiful. That alone, you know, is kind of you know, worth the price, by the way. The All-Star Edition is actually limited to 3,000 copies, which is kind of, you know, it's gonna be difficult to get this one. I'm gonna try to get it, but yeah, this looks fantastic. Good news is that I'll be getting this book a little bit earlier than most of you for review purposes, so I will be doing an extensive coverage of this book, its review, and we'll talk a lot about it, the information in it, the lore. There's a lot of things to talk about in this book, so I can't wait to you know, have my review copy over the next few weeks. So again, pre-orders are gonna launch on May 9th, and shipping is gonna start on the 23rd. So look forward to that. Pretty awesome. Again, what do you guys think? Leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, thank you guys for watching.